And all right. Hey guys, I'm feeling Japanese girls right now. I'm here in Japan, guys, having a great time. We're here in the soaking wet Pink Bikini 3 Summit, having a good time, talking to the Shibuya girls, talking to the Shinjuku girls, going all around, having a great time.
Who else wouldn't mind having a Japanese girl? Go stand by him.
Oh yeah. I'll stand right here. Let's go. So we've been teaming up. Okay, we got a good ratio. We got a lot of guys interested, wanting to try. Yeah. What? Man, these are the Thailand guys. Yeah. So he's 6 guys.
Trannies.
Lady boys.
Okay. And let's get a little subtleties on the Japanese girl. What exactly? What is? Grab it and then hand it to the next guy.
They're like 85 pounds.
Yeah. But what do you? Anything else that you want, or you want small ones?
Well, small, feminine, non-fat. They don't yell at you like from across the room.
Yeah. So feminine. Yeah.
I don't know enough about them yet, so any starting point, that's attractive. Yeah.
Okay.
That's half the fun, right?
Just get started learning, right?
Yeah. See what's new.
Yeah.
Japanese girls are like soft and cute.
He hasn't spoken yet, so here we
Yep.
go. Bada boom, bada bing.
Yep, I said Japanese girls are soft and cute. They're not like ogres and gorillas like American women. So, yeah.
Straight up facts. Facts. Yeah. Straight up. Pass it on. Who's next? Anything in there?
Yeah, something in there. Yeah.
Give me some red meat to work on here.
Yeah. Though I haven't really experienced the Japanese girl, the ones that visually appeal to me are the edgy-looking ones.
Edgy.
Yeah, edgy.
What does that mean?
Like goth. Yeah, goth, metal, that kind of look. Yeah.
Right. So you could join a group like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like kind of like that group we saw on the Rainbow Bridge. That would be one kind of
punk rock.
Yeah, that's one style of it. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Who else? Who hasn't shared?
Yeah, for me, I mean, there's other things about Japan as well, right? A lot of culture, Zen Buddhism, Zen meditation, martial arts and stuff. But the girls here in Tokyo, I think, they're very well dressed. Some of them take a lot of time to dress up, and that I find interesting. But I don't know. Here, I don't feel so much that they are very, very interesting to talk with me, right? That's the vibe I get here in Tokyo. But in the elevator, there was an elevator. Yeah, you had some conversation going there with 2 girls, and they were kind of smiling, bowing, and they were really keen on talking. Yeah.
Yeah, they were looking at you.
Okay.
All
right.
We were in there in the elevator, just asking what floor we go on, and they're like, "Oh, we could go with you to this floor or go down to number 1."
Was that in the store?
Yes.
Where we ate,
Shibuya.
where we had the lunch. Yeah. After that, there was 2 girls interacting. Yeah, but I let him do the talking. I was just more observing.
Oh, they were in the restaurant with us?
No, at the elevator. We were kind of waiting. We were starting talking. Yeah, good fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was
2 days in Japan.
second day. You already stuck in the elevator. With
No,
2
but
chicks.
you talk Japanese with them. I don't know Japanese. I would rather find someone who wants to practice English and just have a good time, conversation, asking questions, kind of about the culture and stuff. So
The girls that want to learn English are the most common. So that's actually the easiest demographic. Yeah, because they want to. I don't like that type because why are they with me? They're with me to get something, and so I feel like it's. I personally didn't like that. I wanted the girls that would speak Japanese to me, and I would improve my Japanese. Okay. And also I wanted the girls who had less experience with foreign things, who were not. They weren't looking for me, but then I think they fall in love more. So they find you, and then they don't think they're interested in foreign guys, and then they start to meet you and see your points, and then they're like, oh, this is different than Japan. This is interesting, and then they become interested. Whereas the ones that are just total foreign guy,
Right.
I just think they switch too easily to another foreigner because it was just you're a foreign guy. You know what I mean? Like there's certain they like your type, whatever your type is, they like that. That for me is not interesting because they switch so easy. You know, like and they will if you follow them years later. They're just gonna switch. Another guy looks like you. Another guy. Another guy. Another guy. It's crazy, like, but it's true. So I prefer the girls that they're just living their Japanese life. They're just cruising around, Japanese friends, Japanese life. Then I come along, talk to them, they're blown away. And then they're not sure if they should go on a date. And then they do. And then they realize, wow, you know, that we fit good together. You know, they're different than me, right? So I'm going to break the rules. I'm going to start a company. She's going to follow the rules. She's going to work at a company. And so it just kind of like,
Something different, right?
it works into a real, I think, symbiotic relationship. You know, they see you, you know, they learn about you and they like you more. Whereas the ones they have an impression of me as a foreigner, they might have the wrong impression. Oh, foreigners are always happy, or this, you know. Whereas when you get cancer, you're not happy, right? So life is hard, right? So, you know, I don't want somebody who expects me to be a certain way. You know, I'd rather have like a real person that we're getting along and like each other. And then, you know, you can go somewhere with that. So, but when you're new and you don't speak Japanese, it's, you know, it's a great way. It's kind of another door. There's tons of girls who want to learn English, and they'll talk to you. They'll talk all day with you because girls love to talk anyway. And then they can talk, you know, they can learn the language, right? So that would be that. Joel, anything? Joel, you got any? No?
I can say something.
Yeah.
Well, so this is actually my second day in Japan, right, in Tokyo. And Japanese girls are not really my thing, but I talked to some today. And I mean, like, if you're here in Tokyo, there's so many. Like, they're endless. So even I find some of them really, really cute. So, and they're so sweet, I guess, too. Like, they're really... I found when I talked to some of them, I kind of felt I scared them, in a way. I don't know.
Sure.
But, yeah, they seem really, really sweet. And kind of feminine. Very feminine. Yeah.
The Japanese girls, my experience, they win you over. Like, I didn't know anything about Japanese girls when I came here. You know, it was pre-internet. I just knew Toyota, Nissan, companies, could teach English. You know, I knew very little. And I thought, I saw them as kind of like, almost like boys, because they had no boobs. And, you know, when they're wearing their clothes, like, especially in the 80s or the early 90s, they dressed very... kind of unsexual, not sexual, right? So I didn't come here for the girls. Like it wasn't like you guys. You guys knew a lot about Japan. You had seen Japanese girls. You knew K-pop. Like I was from an era where you didn't know shit when you came here. Like you just didn't know anything. And then I had a girl, and then after I was with her, I was like, I didn't even think they could be sexy. Like was my kind of, they seemed very boyish, you know. But then it was when I was with them, I was like, wow. Great sex, you know. And so then I was like, oh my God, I kind of woke up, you know, I just kind of woke up that they were sexy. So that's kind of how it is a lot of times. You'll come here with an idea, then 2 days later you have a little different idea, then you'll meet a specific one, and you have another idea, and then it kind of wins you over because they're just fucking good girls, right? So it does win you over. Good, you know, pretty. They do the wife thing. They do everything that girls are supposed to do, right? Pretty much, you know what I mean? Like they're not divorcing guys for money here. Yeah, it's pretty much the legal system doesn't really give them the guys money. He can give them money if he wants to, but they don't like rob the guy so much. Not that can't happen. Guys can be ruined here, for sure. But it's totally different. It's totally different. So yeah. I think every guy I know that lived here a long time usually likes Japanese girls the best. Unless they've been here like 30 years and married. Then sometimes they go back to white girls. I've seen that a lot. Like, for some reason, they like after like 30 years, there's just somehow they go back to wanting a white girl. Like, I have a friend, he always wants an Ivanka, right? He wants her, he was like, you got an Ivanka for me, you know? He wants a Russian girl, and like, yeah, he's been here for a long time. He's probably been here for 40, 42 years, and now that's all he thinks about. So maybe your tastes change or whatever, you know. Yeah. I think for me, the Japanese girls, like, when I got here, like, I guess I thought about boobs when I was in America. And then here they kind of hide the boobs, like traditional clothes. They wrap the boobs with tight silk cloth and push them down in a kimono. You're not supposed to have big boobs in a kimono. You're supposed to be flat. It's a certain look in a kimono. If you have big boobs, it's hard to wear a kimono properly, you know. So, like a really big boob girl, she can't wear a kimono. It doesn't look right. Maybe there's some new modern one that kind of pulls it off, but generally, so like the boobs were kind of what I saw. And what I realized when I got here is they would show the legs. They would show the legs, you know, the legs and the ass. They would really show that. And it was like you go up the stairs and they were good legs, right? You know, and so I realized that I would go with a girl and she would be kind of like very ashamed of herself. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not so pretty or whatever. But she would be so great in bed. And we just had great sex in her. You know, she had a great pussy and great legs, and it was like always great to be with her. And I realized the sex was more about the pussy, which makes sense. Really, sex is about the pussy at the end of the day. The boobs, whatever, that's for kids. I mean, they eat there. You know what I mean? But like for men, they get some pussy, it's fucking nice. You put it in there, it's fucking nice. And if it's a good box, it's like, that's really what sex is. I know the other stuff is nice. Hair is nice, eyes are nice, boobs and shoulders and all that. But seriously, if the pussy's really nice, or if it's like a hot dog down a hallway, I don't think you can fall in love. There's nothing there. A girl with a loose pussy to me is just, it's like a boy or something, or a tree, or a wolf, or a dog, or it's just, to me as a romantic thing, it's like literally zero interest. There's literally nothing there. Yeah, not for me. I can't fall in love with a loose pussy. It's impossible. Yeah, I can't even fall in like. Because
that's it. Sex
yeah,
with a
it's one of these things that's just like absolute poison for sexuality. I don't know what it is. For me, it's just like absolute done. You know, like, you know, you're trying to rub against the side there or something. It's just like so fake. It's just, it's sad, you know. Here, gonna be smaller, right? It's gonna be smaller. The body's smaller, the pussy's better, right? And that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? Think about it. You know, I don't know if anybody explained this clear. I never heard this, but pussy's not about anything. I mean, sex is about the pussy. And the pussy is nice here. You know? Nothing wrong with that. Lots of pussy here. And they don't mind giving the pussy away. They're ashamed of here. The boobs a little bit. But the box is available. It's like, they will kind of like be screwing your brains out. And in their minds, trust me, Japanese girl, she's like, he probably doesn't like my boobs. He probably doesn't think I'm... She'll grind you extra hard to kind of make sure you're happy, right? And then after a while, you realize that's really what it is. You know, that's it, you know? That's it.
How are the girls here? Like, are they like sexually open or maybe like reserved or like open-minded or?
I'm not one to ask because I've been here too long. So what would you guys say about the girls? Hey, who's had a Japanese girlfriend? Okay, Joel had one. He's sleeping over there. What?
I guess let me preface it. Hey guys, it's 11. So
When was the Japanese girlfriend?
this is actually during the first Pink Bikini Summit.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Oh, I didn't. It was when I went to Osaka. Yeah. So basically,
What was she like? What age?
small, late 20s.
Okay.
Very gentle, very soft, innocent, and very sweet too.
Okay.
You know, and that's exactly what I really fall for, right? You know, I'm a cheese ball for the little hand holding, walking down on the bridge and going out for ramen. And then I like when she'll grab your hand and she kind of looks around like, what should we do? And then she'll slowly like put your hand on her chest and like, you know, you'll feel her boob. And then, you know, I say, okay, what's the next move, right? What do I do? So I brought her down to the park in the middle of the night. No one was around and we're just making out right there, like out in the open. Like she, so she's right there. She's loving it, and then she's doing like no dame, like, but in okay, but in like for the Japanese culture, right? That means she's like keep going, like I fucking love this, you know, like, and she's sticking her tongue out, I'm sticking my tongue out, I'm pushing her up against the tree, she's fucking loving it, and then next thing you know, we're having a conversation about our future, we're looking at the stars, and then she says, hey, let's go back to my place. So we go back to her place, and then I don't really want to expose too much. Okay. So we go back to her place, and it was quite an interesting experience because I don't think she's ever been with a foreign guy before.
Sure. Those are the ones. Those
Right.
are the best ones.
Right.
The first foreign guy, that's the one you want. The first foreign guy. You want one's never had a foreign guy. Trust me, that's the one you want. She's not comparing you to anybody. She's learning everything from you. Her eyes are all bright and
Yeah.
she's all excited. And you're her first Japanese girl.
Right.
And you'll realize later that's something.
Yeah.
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 Like the wind.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Stand this way.
Okay. And, you know, one thing that was interesting, too, like, it seemed like she was a little hesitant about bringing me over. And then, like, mid-sex, right, we were fucking,
Go so you can,
and then,
you guys can hear.
yeah.
When you want to talk to everybody, yeah.
So, we were fucking, I'm rubbing her clit, having a fucking amazing time. She's giving me a blowjob. And, like, the Japanese, I think, totally go, like, they have a totally different style of making you feel fucking good, right?
Yeah. It's not to spit on that thing. It's not that. No, it's like very gentle and just
Right.
good. Yeah.
Right. It's very smooth,
I don't
very
like
good.
spit on that thing. Not after Japanese girls.
No. Yeah, no, that's not my style either. And it was a new experience for me. And there's a lot of sexual tension between us, a lot of fun. And I really liked that she was very soft, you know, like, I think one thing that I really liked was the slowness to it, you know. So like going behind her, slowly just wrapping my arms around her, you know, just kind of admiring her in that second, you know what I mean? And then slowly getting deeper, feeling each other, and then, how would I put it? And then just, boom, there you go, you spread your legs open,
hard,
you just fucking go in, you know, and she's going like, oh, dame kimochi. Yeah. Yeah, full hentai. And I mean, okay, for me, normally I use a condom, but she was cool just letting me just go right in.
Yep.
No worries. So we're going in. She's on a period, but she's like, she's gripping me like a fucking vice. Like, just fucking, here. Like this. Like that. That's what it fucking felt like. So, like, the vagina, it felt like she was just grabbing me, you know?
Yeah.
Like a fucking She-Hulk.
Yeah.
And that feeling, guys, like when you're inside a girl and you could feel her like squeezing you, right?
Yeah.
Like that's totally, it's like she's squeezing you.
Using her muscle.
Yeah. And then you feel her like pulsing, you know, and she's feeling good. And then, you know, for me, I like to keep going. So we did multiple rounds. She came, I came. It was a good time. And then...
And this is the first time?
First time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, first time.
Nice.
And then, let me see, because the trip was short, so I was leaving. She still messaged me today.
Oh, did she ever come up?
To Osaka? She's in Osaka. You think she would?
Oh, totally.
Okay. She is married right now.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Say, come up with an excuse to come to the beach with me.
Oh.
Yeah, she'll say she's coming to
Okay.
meet an old friend or something. She'll say she's coming to meet an old friend.
Yeah.
And then she'll come up to Enoshima. Yeah. And then you guys can have a little place somewhere, or you can use our place in the daytime or whatever. Okay. And then, just figure out a place. You guys can stay at an Appa hotel or something. Right. That's easy to get a room for two. And there's a lot of them around. Right. So you can easily get a room. Okay. Yeah, you don't, and then, yeah, it's kind of perfect. Yeah, just Japanese girls, like, if they like you, they're always kind of ready to go, like kind of. I think when you invite her to come, whether she comes or not, you'll be glad you invited her, because she'll be thinking about it. She'll be like, oh, I want to go, but I can't because of this. But girls like when there's something to think about and some drama, right? Okay. So it's like, oh my God, that's crazy. You know, I'm married now. God damn it, I'm gonna go up to Tokyo. You know, and then it's perfect because Enoshima is right near. It's not far, so she flies into the airport. She can be there quickly, and so it's not like a real hard place to get to.
Okay.
And then I always do that. Like if I have an old girl that still likes me, I'll just tell her, hey, I'm going to the beach. Meet me one day, and then they'll come for like one night and get away from the guys for one night, and then just be with her, do your thing, and then get her back on an early plane so she's not missing too long.
Yeah.
She probably will never call you again because it's kind of like that one last fling of singlehood or something. I've had that a lot. A girl gets married and she'll come back. She wants to see me one more time. It's almost like a goodbye, but it's all good.
Oh, yeah.
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 Then she becomes a mother, and
Right.
Yeah.
She goes into her role, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's accepting like different responsibility, different change of life, right?
Yeah.
But I think that's really special though, because I think throughout all this time, she's never really lost the emotion she had for me, the feeling, the connection.
The wheel's here now.
Here. Okay. Yeah. And, the thing is like, she never caused any drama. She was just very peaceful, hey, like, I want you to be happy too. And she tried to hide her sadness when I left, but she sent me signs. Like, she made a post of her, like, tearing down.
Oh, she was really...
Yeah, like, yeah.
Oh, she was really...
Yeah, so, like... I'm gonna be real. That a part of me, it kind of like hurt me on the inside. Yeah. Because I feel like I feel a little bad when stuff like that happens. Because I did connect with her too. But but it still is like a.
Okay, here's the thing.
Sorry.
Here's the thing. So you got two choices in life: either go live your life, or try to never feel bad and never make a mistake. If you are good with girls, you're going to break a lot of hearts. You're going to make a lot of people sad. It's just the way it is. And that's what they want. They want to fall in love. They want to experience all the things in life, all the emotions. The boring husband just doesn't do it. You know what I mean? Like, just because she's sad doesn't mean it's bad. She's sad because it's the thing that can't. You're sad about a lot of things. You wish your grandfather was alive. You wish you could be in two places at once. But you can't, right? So just being sad doesn't mean you hurt her. Right. You actually brought her a lot of good things. That's why she was so full of emotion. Right? So yeah, I've had a lot of girls like that here, and it's like it's great to be part of it, but. You can't let yourself go down that road, because you're either a good lover and that's gonna happen, or you're a bad lover and that won't happen. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only two choices. You don't ever connect with girls. They never feel sad about you. Either being, they don't give a shit if you're here or there. And then some other guy's going to break their heart, right? Or you're going to do it. This is, you want to be like...
You're either the guy that gets married to her and she's, you know, still talking to me on the side, or...
Yeah, well, there's that too, but like, just as a general, you know, like, you're either the guy she cares about and pines for, or you're the guy that she doesn't care about. So, be the guy she cares about. Why not? She's going to be sad because life is hard and girls have strong emotions. And it's just the way it is. It's their nature, you know. And we have strong emotions too, you know. I think about those old girls, you know. I don't get all sappy and don't call them, or I don't make any bad decisions, but I feel it, you know what I mean? Yeah. So you can feel it without acting, right? And then, but I think if she liked you that much, I would be very careful with her. So I would, like, probably if it was me, I'd probably call her, just talk to her normal, and, you know, let her know that I, you know, remember that post and everything, and, you know, I don't want to hurt you, but I personally would love to see you one last time.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it'd be a good thing. You know, I think it'd be a really good thing. And, you know, the thing is, yeah.
It will be one last time.
Okay.
Because the way girls are, it's just like solid ice after that. It's the way it is.
Oh.
Yeah. It's the way it is. You can't have everything. Girls are what they are.
Mm-hmm.
They're mad in love with you, then something happens and they just forget about you.
Yeah.
It's just gone. So like that one last time, and I'm talking from experience, they meet you, they wanted to see you, and then the love spell is gone.
Yeah.
It's like just had to be with you one more time and see you as just a man, not a god or anything.
Right.
And then it's gone, and you have to be okay with that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
You can't have everything.
Yeah.
She comes back and then she still feels that way. This is a chapter in a story right now. So I would say, why not have this chapter, meet her, have a great time, have one last great time.
Why not? Yeah, why not?
Or at least try. Try.
That's the thing, yeah. Why not? Why the fuck not? You never know what'll happen.
No.
You know?
She might fucking leave the guy. No, really. She might hate the guy. She might be totally miserable. Know she made a mistake. Leave the guy. Now, I'm not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing. But you have no idea what she's feeling.
Right.
You know? And I prefer if they don't leave their ass. I mean, I don't... You know what I mean? Because it's like too serious. But at the same time, it is what it is. And we do things and you can't control people. You're part of this. You can't be like the perfect all the time. Like, you're just a fucking guy, right? And you're a horny dude and you love chicks. And chicks, there's going to be drama and there's going to be crazy stuff. And that's life.
Shit.
It's just the way it is, you know?
Fucking in a taxi.
You roll through the life and lots of shit happens, you know? Lots of shit. You might go to war, shoot, kill people. Like, you look back and say, I never would have done that, you know? But had to do that, look in life, and this happened and that happened. And it's like, whoa, that is life. Right?
Yeah, that's life.
I have a question about what you said before, Paul, about the breaking of hearts or heartbreaks. If you are the lover kind of type, how do you get past the breaking of heart? Because it hurts for yourself too, right? At least for me, making someone else sad. How do you deal with it, or how did you deal with it?
I mean, just what I said. You weren't listening. Yeah, like, no, it's like they want to have their heart broken. Read every fucking novel. Every novel, romantic novel, is the guy. He's a tumbleweed. He comes into town. He's the cowboy. He doesn't fit in the town. You know what I mean? He gets the girl, right? And they have this steamy romance. And then, you know, he has to leave or he gets killed. It always ends in heartbreak. Like, why would girls read these books? There's more romance books sold than all the other books put together. And every story is the same.
And she'll die remembering
Yeah.
she'll die remembering the love story that you guys had, like Bridges of Madison County kind of thing, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That song Brandy, right?
But then why do they cry about it? I mean, they shouldn't cry about it then, right?
No, they cry because that's their emotion. They this is life. No, you're happy and you cry and you're sad and you cry and you know.
They like ups and downs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go closer.
yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I think, like, for me, right, you know, especially when I really like someone, it's not something I can control, you know, and it really depends on who you are, you know, and how you connect with someone, right? So for me, like, I naturally really genuinely like to soul bond with someone, you know. I like to get to know them, you know, and I want to try to bring the best out of them.
You want to try what?
I want to try to bring the best out of them,
Okay.
you know. But another thing too is it's really hard to accept the reality that you're on the flight back home, okay, and then I'm thinking about the girl, and I'm thinking I'm never gonna see her again, right? And to me, that like feels like a tear, right? But I've had it happen so many times, I've gotten used to the emotion. But for her, it I can understand how she feels, because if I've had that experience within myself, I can understand what she's going through.
No, you're a guy.
But-
It's different. It's different.
Okay.
It's different. You know, guys, they always want that girl back.
Yeah.
The girls, they don't. They'll cry and cry and cry. And then, okay, so you have a girl, right? And then I'm the girl, right? You have me, and then we're together, and I'm crying all the time, right? And then I'm like posting things, and then you call me and say, I made a mistake, you know. I quit my job. I'm like free to be yours, and you know. And then she's like, you know, I got shit to do tonight, you know.
You know what?
Yeah, I got to go to work, you know. Like, you know, it's like you're not getting the basic thing. Like, she loves you because you're not there. Girls love you when you're not with them. They always say that. Girls love you when you're not with them. That's why you give them that gift of not always being with them. They I wish he was here, and we would be this and that. I'm walking alone at night, and then you come and they feel this, and then you don't want to think about it too much, but right after you come, like, it's kind of a letdown for them. And then when you leave again, they're just kind of like, this guy. The idea of you is they love you, you know. You know, that's basically what love is. Yeah, you stay with them too long, and they're going to be bored of you. They're not going to. Yeah. So the girl's alone. She's sad. She's crying, and you're going to ruin it and say, I can't be the bad guy. I have to come and ruin everything. You know, why? Yeah. She's enjoying it. Yeah. This is what girls do. Why? Let her have that sadness, that strong emotion. You bring her on a roller coaster, up and down the emotions, you know? And then basically, girls will say, when I was young, guys would do that. And, you know, now I'm serious and I don't want that. That's when you know it's just mercenary from then on out. There's no more emotion. Nothing is real from then on out. The girl is over. Everything's over. Any guy who goes with her is a total idiot. Yeah, it's that time when she wants that. That's when she's capable of love. After that, it's just like, how much money? My kids need clothes. You know, and they try to make this into love, but it's not. I don't think it is. I've seen girls in love with me, and I know. That's not fucking love. They will twist their own back and break their back for you. You know what I mean? Yeah. They'll fucking do whatever you want.
It's the hide a body test.
It's the what?
It's the hide a body test. If a girl would help you hide a body, then you know she's in love with you. If you imagine telling her, I just killed somebody, and she like freaks out, she's probably not into you.
Yeah, but you know, it's just the basic thing is that she would do anything for you. Charles Manson, she would whatever. You know, that's when she's really in love. And then also you said something else that is a big mistake. You said, I feel like they're scared of me. Here's the thing. If a girl loves you, she's scared of you. As soon as she's not scared of you, she doesn't love you anymore. Period. Really? 100%. Yep. 100%. This is facts. That's why I hate. That's one reason why I hate MGTOW channels, because so many guys don't know anything about women. I'm telling you the facts here. There's no debate. This is 100% true. I've seen this in my own life. I remember one girl, she was in love with me for a long time, like really long time. And one day she looked at me and she said, "I used to be so scared of your eyes, you know." And I knew it was over. The spell was broken. She knew me too well. It took 10 years, but she knew me too well now. There is no more fear. There's something about it. I don't know why women are this way, but they are. Nobody can change that. When they don't feel anything about you, they don't love you. So you're like afraid of them loving you, basically. This is fucked up. You got to get these stupid ideas out of your mind. I'm serious, straight up. It's the exact opposite of reality. When a girl loves you, she's scaredy. She's like, this man could change my life. Like, it's not like they're not scared of you like you're going to grab a stick. It's like, I personally, this is just my own feeling, but I feel like the answer is, and I've never heard any of this stuff, I think the answer is that a man, his seed goes into the woman, and then her childhood, everything that she is changed. And women instinctually know that kills their childhood. A man is the biggest change they can ever have. But a woman never does that to a man. A man is exactly the same after he has a kid. Now, he can be a father and he can play the role, but he's not any fucking different. I still like throwing rocks, climbing trees. I mean, there's no fucking difference. Literally the same things I did when I was 5, me and my brother. Nothing's fucking changed. I like motors, like, you know what I mean? Like, it really is the same, you know. But women know that minute that the guy puts a seed in there, their whole life is just upended by him. So they say, oh, men don't mean shit. It's the opposite. Men can totally, they're grandmothers. They're old. They're no longer, like in Japan, there's the kimono with the long sleeve and the short sleeve. When you're single, you wear the shorts, the long sleeve, I think. And then I think when you're married, you have the short sleeve. I can't remember. It's one of the two. It's kind of counterintuitive which one it is. But anyway, they wear a different clothes because now they're in a different season. Everything that was is no longer. Their parents no longer support them. Parents don't want to give them any more money. It's done. She has gone to this other phase. A man never does. He's always the same, basically. You know, you become a man and you go do your life, but it's not the same thing. Women undergo such a big deal from us. So when the woman, this is totally my own theory, but I think it's true, is there's that feeling is like this guy, and of course they don't think this. It's subconscious. It's evolutionary. Like the reason why it feels good to put your dick in her pussy is because the humans that didn't have pleasure when they put it in there, they didn't put it in there enough, and then those genes disappeared. And the ones who had a lot of pleasure or a little more pleasure, they looked for more pussy, right? And then that's why there was more kids, and then eventually the other ones either die out or become very rare, you know. So it's like slowly the feeling of sex became stronger and stronger. It didn't naturally feel good. It was that the ones that didn't feel good died off.
Natural selection.
Natural selection. Yep, totally natural. So that's why we do things, and it's very far away from the original cause. And what I'm saying with women is the same thing. They have no idea what I'm talking about. But I believe this is the reason why they're scared of you. They really aren't scared of you because of violence at all. They're scared of you because they love being a child. It's fun. There's no worries. There's no children. There's no mother. There's friends and fun and swimming, and I'm the cute one and everybody looks at me, and it's really a fun stage for women to be a debutante, to be a young woman. And then as soon as you lose that, it's a completely different world. Women in their 30s, man, it's tough. It's totally different. Nowadays they can pretend and there's things, but I'm just talking the reality of life, right? they're no longer the hot thing. So I think women have that fear because of what you can do to them. And if you feel that power, you will also understand it is the power. And they do feel it. They know. So when they lose that, it's like you're nothing. It's like a guy who, if the girl knows he's sterile, he has no seed, she feels like he's nothing. He's not a man. He's nothing. Because he can't do anything. There's no fear because they're not afraid of the R word. They're afraid of the life being totally different. And when you can't do that, you're just a fucking mannequin in a fucking store. Yeah. You're just like standing there. There's no emotion. So I think when you understand your power and you'll also feel it if you remember this when you're talking to them. That's why when they're smaller, they're feeling scared. It's like, yes, feel that thing, because I am that guy, right? I'm that guy, and then they're like, fuck, this is the guy. Yeah. And then for that guy, they want to open up the fucking gates, right? To let that guy in. Even if they don't get married on paper, it's just like, this is it. This is what I was made for.
I always interpreted that fear meaning being equated with love as she was afraid of you leaving. That's what I always thought, but this was... What do you think about that part?
I don't think it's anything else. Think about this next time you're talking to a girl. Just think about it. Because I think society doesn't understand basically shit. So they think it's like violence or whatever. And then think about it. Really look at her eyes. Really think about what's going on there? Yeah. A woman can never do that to us. We're going to be just a guy. A divorced guy and a single guy, really the same. They go down to Pattaya, they're the same. There's no difference. But a woman with kids, no way. Yeah, it's just so different. No matter how rich her parents are, there's something about the mother role and the children needing her. It's just like, you can't, like a girl is shy, right? She doesn't want people to see her boobs. She doesn't want people to see her pussy, but she has to open it for the baby. It's just like everything is different. The minute she's getting ready to have a baby, everything that was is no longer. The doctor's not like, oh my God, I get some of this. He's just like helping her get her baby out, right? And it's changed. Even the box has become a new thing.
Her abs are ripped.
Yeah, she can use it and trick some young guy, but the power is not really there unless she has an extremely naive and stupid guy, and then she can trick him. That's why you want a young girl. You want a young girl who is in that state where she still is capable of loving and being in that state. And you got her just before that was over. You got her on the last day of her season. You really did. Yeah, and now it's different, So she will be different. Just be ready for that.
Yeah.
But anyway, it is what it is. Nobody stays the same. Right?
But it's a good new chapter, I think.
It's inevitable, right?
Yeah.
For her, it's probably good, right?
Yeah.
She's going to have some security.
Right.
And women need that.
It's natural.
It's super fucking natural. Yeah. It's supernatural, right? Yeah. She's going down that road.
That's how babies are made, right?
Or she's gonna
we keep reproducing ourselves.
She's gonna try to go down this road, So anything else? And wait, on there.
Wait.
And I want to.
Wait, hold on.
Who's got something else? Yeah. Oh, okay. It's a good one. Okay, so he said, what happens if a girl threatens to take the rope if you leave?
And she follows through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, my take is, I have seen people do this. I haven't had girls do it, but I had girls threaten to do it, and I had friends do it. So, I've seen it. I think really, truly, is some people are too fucked up for this world. They just don't have the skills. We are the survivors of evolution. There's always going to be losers taking the rope. You know what I mean? They can't make it. They just can't deal with normal emotions. They can't deal with life. And, it's just some dogs are born with defects or get run over by cars. It's just the reality of life is that not everybody can make it. And the reason why I think it's important is because society wants to make everybody make it, right? Yeah. But it's a natural thing because everybody can't make it. And so they're going to do it themselves, right? Yeah. If they can't make it. So I think that in general, when somebody's fucked up, there's certain people you just can't reach. Yeah. You try to reach them and they're just going to do what they're going to do. I think for girls, I never had one do it, but I had a girl say it to me. And she said, I just met her. I knew her for a while, but I just started being with her on Friday night, and it was a Sunday. And we'd been fucking all weekend. And I was at her house, her apartment. And then Sunday, I said, hey, I got to go. Going to meet some friends. And then she goes, oh, don't go. And I'm like I couldn't even understand what she's saying. I'm like, no, I'm going. Like, I'm going to meet my friend. And she goes, if you leave, I'll take the rope. I'll do it. And I was really impressed with my demeanor and my answer because it came in 100th of a second. I'd never heard it. I'd never thought about it. Never practiced. But I just looked at her in a loving way and said, look, do what you got to do, but I don't recommend it. I said, I don't recommend it. And I left. Yeah. But I said it in a way, like, I really think it's basically foolish. I don't recommend it. But I just said, and then I'm sure she didn't. Right.
Sounds too crazy, so you didn't see her again?
I didn't see her again, and she didn't show up where we would have seen each other because I had met her at a certain place, where I was working. And then she would come in. She was a student at this adult school. And she's probably like 29, something like that. So that was older for me, even though I was 26, and then and I thought to myself, I was so proud of myself because I didn't go for the bait of being drawn into something that I can't control.
Right. Because it's a move, I think, that's trying to control you.
It's trying to control me.
That's
and
exactly
it's also,
what I think.
it's a very dangerous game.
Yeah.
It's a very dangerous game. And I just made it clear that I won't play that game. I'm not a role player in that game.
Yeah.
That's somebody else's game.
Right.
That's not my game.
Right.
But at the same time, I did it kind of loving. I don't remember exact words, but that's basically, I just I said, do what you got to do, And that's the last thing she expected me to say, Right. Because I think most people, they'll say, oh, don't do it. That makes people want to do it. Psychology. If a guy's on a building standing there and someone's like yelling, jump, the guy doesn't jump because he's like, what the fuck are you saying? Jump your pussy. Yeah. It's like, like they're just trying to get a cry for help, but hey man, to me, some people are just too fucked up. They're just too fucked up. Yeah. I can help people and I can reach in. And there's a lot of people I've helped and saved or whatever. But people call me all the time, you saved my life. Even in Ronin or outside Ronin. But I also know my limits. Right. It depends on the person. Some people, they're just beyond hope. And they got to do what they got to do. There's
nothing else you could really, it's their life.
Well, but it's the thing is I'm not going to be a pawn in this game.
Right.
I think that's the thing. If you want to play this sick game, it's fine. But I don't want to be a pawn in it. Either in threatening or in doing it. Right. I just don't want to be around people that are too fucked up. Yeah. And I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And then sometimes that will motivate them to get their shit together.
Yeah.
because they're like, man, I want to be around this guy more. Why am I playing this stupid game? This is fucking ridiculous. And they'll call me and say, thank you for not, basically playing along. Like you were the guy who didn't play along. I've had girls play so many games on me. I mean, you can imagine. Just endless game, every single game. And I just figure out, no. This game, no, not playing this game. Not part of this is not my monkeys, not my circus, right? Yeah, no. Like I have good friends and a good life,
But yeah, it's just interesting, Ronin, because this, like something like that, I've seen life about 7 years ago. And I didn't know that your wisdom, right, basically helps a very naive guy like me, very innocent guy, overcome that circumstance.
Yeah, they'll drag
You know what I
right
mean?
into it, man. They'll fucking drag you in.
Yeah.
They know where you're coming from, and they see it, and they, like a vulture, they'll grab in there, and then you're feeling like you're responsible. But the truth is, you're not. I mean, I'm not saying I have no feeling. I had a friend on Facebook that I knew in junior high school, and I hadn't seen him since. I had good experiences with him,
Right.
And he was on Facebook. I was thinking about him. I was talking to my brother, and I said, I should see if he's still around. And then I found him, and then we had each other. And then, 6 months later, he started saying he's going to take the rope on Facebook. And I was just like, I didn't know what to do. I was like, because I knew this guy very well. And I just like, fuck, what do I do here, And I think I made a mistake. I defriended him. And he did take the rope, And he told me some of the best times ever was with me, right, as a friend. Very tough.
I see. Yeah, I get it.
Very tough. But I felt like his daughter was on there commenting, don't do it, Daddy. And I hadn't seen him since junior high school. So I'm like, this is a sick game to be playing publicly.
Right.
And I didn't think he was serious, but he was. So, I mean, you can't be perfect. People are going to do what they're going to do. And some people just have a tougher time in life. And you will feel bad sometimes. And, you'll think, well, I wish I would have done this. I wish I wouldn't have defriended him, and just called him and said, hey, let's talk. How you doing? That would have been a good thing with him. Yeah. But unfortunately, I didn't know that. Because I know how to not get sucked into people's, but then I couldn't feel that this was real. Because everybody told me, all the magazines and everything, they always say, they're just looking for attention, right? So it's hard to know when somebody's serious.
Yeah, I mean, it's just reality. It's a stroke of luck, and I think that you can't really know what the right answer is, because I think that there's so many limitations to even within my own self.
Well,
right?
you can be right sometimes and wrong sometimes.
You
That's
get
what I'm
right.
saying.
Yeah.
You will have the right answer sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you just don't have enough information to make the right decision.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was with me. He wasn't in front of me. I hadn't seen him literally since junior high school. I saw him a couple times in high school, but we lived next together in junior high school. So I knew him then the best. But like high school, we saw each other once in a while. And then he drifted away. And then, I just never saw him. He never went to college, so I didn't see them there. And then we didn't have any friends in common once I moved to a different part of the city. So and he had a tough life, like for sure.
Right.
Did he say why he wanted to do it?
Did he what?
Did he say why he was gonna do it?
No, I don't remember reading anything. He might have, but I didn't see anything. I just thought his poor daughter's reading this, and I'm like, this is fucked up,
But didn't you see it as like a cry for help? Or like, that's at least my first instinct.
Well, that's the thing, is you're right sometimes, you're wrong sometimes. I saw it as grandstanding. You know what I mean? Like the ultimate attention seeker. He's just like trying to publicly. It's one thing to tell one person. It's another thing on Facebook. I felt like Facebook was just like what the fuck? I just had never seen that before. I didn't know what to do. Now I know. You know, but I think in the end, like I said about people, is some people don't have the tools. So you have to be aware that some people just, you know, they just don't have the tools, right? Because, I mean, that's a dangerous situation to put yourself in. You're just betting on one of your friends being
really tough being a friend. It's
yeah.
like the responsibility at that point, because the whole dynamic changes in your friendship. It totally changes. And the thing is that if your friend doesn't communicate to you what exactly is going on, what the fuck are you supposed to do?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. If he would have called me and then told me more, then I would have known more.
Right.
But just reading on a Facebook, and I just added him, right? And here he is saying this shit. I'm just like, you know, it was totally out of nowhere for me. You know, so I think, yeah, you're going to feel, you know, life, you're going to feel bad about things. You're going to, you know, maybe I made a mistake. I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah. Maybe I was the guy because I defriended him, like, it helped him enough, but he still was so fucked up. Who knows, right? You know, his sister's the only one that I know is still alive, because his mom passed away a long time ago. So, but I really feel weird about contacting her. Like, really weird. You know, so it's like, I don't know, because she knows I defriended him, I'm sure, because she was on his Facebook. So it's a tough one, very tough one. Just a couple more clues I could have zeroed in, you know what I mean? Yeah. But with no clues, it just looked like the ultimate poor me situation. That's what it was. Seemed super clear to me. And you know what? Honestly, some people would say that's true. The people that do that, they are the poor me. It's just that they follow through. Like it's poor me to the end. You know what I mean?
And I've seen the reverse. I've seen someone completely like...
Yeah,
I've seen just out of pure luck, right? And thankfully this is where I was like a rock emotionally. So I was able to withstand, like, I guess the pressure, the gravity of the situation, right? And, you know, I'll never forget this night. And this is totally unrelated to, I guess, pick up earlier, but just to connect with guys and, you know, to see the mind and how it works, why friendship is really important. Because my friend didn't bring his mental state up to his parents. He didn't bring it up to his girlfriend. He didn't bring it up to anybody. He held it in.
Total black box.
Exactly, black box.
Yeah.
And then I'll never forget it. I was in Arizona, Planet Fitness on vacation, and I get a call, right? And literally I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it, you know. But, you know, I'm just grateful. You know, I picked up the phone. I was like, yo, what's going on? And he just told me he was driving on the highway, you know, and before he made the decision to smash into the median, right, he decided to give me the courtesy to give me a call and just said, hey, this is what I'm thinking. And I was like, all right, let's walk through your thoughts. Let's see if you really want to do this. And, you know, slowly, like, I could see that as he was falling into the abyss, he fell so deep that he started to see his own light. And then he finally started bouncing back. So some people, like, especially with my best friend, you know, he fell into the abyss. And I think that, you know, while we stay in touch here and there, you know, he went from basically just ready to go right there, enjoy the peace, you know, walking around in some garden in Japan or something, right? Yeah. You know, to now he's in a relationship, he's making money, you know, he's living a blue pill life.
Yeah.
But it's totally like now he understands who he is and why he was feeling that way. And he knows like he wants to be on this planet because he wants to be here now.
Right.
You know.
It's very real.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because I'll add another one like that. So I had another friend who I've known since we were little kids, even before the other guy. And so then he had this terrible situation. So he marries this girl, and I'm going to be very vague on this one because I don't want, you know. But anyway, so then something happened. How do I say it without saying it? Anyway, he was a very, very difficult situation. And so then he was moving that day. And so I was on vacation in California. And so he texted me or called me or something. And he said, I got to move, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he said, and he said, none of my friends are talking to me because of this situation. And so then I went, and then I got to his house, and he had like fucking insanely heavy furniture everywhere. Yeah. Like he had a lot of money, and like I'm talking like major heavy furniture, like these Italian couches that were just handmade. They probably weighed like 400 or 500 pounds, like really heavy shit, right? And it's me and him, 4th floor, no elevator. Yeah. And you know what I mean? Yeah. And I fucking carried the couch because he's not strong enough. So I'm going down with this couch backwards with this double fucking refrigerator. Like American shit can be really big. This is like a really big double, triple, whatever the fuck. It's just massive. And he had all this heavy shit. And I almost broke my ankles and could have gotten crushed, you know. Like this was heavy shit. One little move and I'm fucked, right? But I knew he couldn't afford at the time, you know, anybody to help. So we got all the shit out of his house, brought it to the fucking storage area, whatever. And then he told me later, he said he was going to kill himself that day. He was loading the gun. He calls me, and I went and helped him. And the reason why I did it because all my other friends were so pissed off because what had led up to that point. But I was like, hey, I don't judge, whatever. Yeah. And you know, he told me that. And I know he's telling the truth. I was like, fuck. Yeah. But he only told me once. Yeah. Now he doesn't want to talk about it. But, you know, I believed him, helped him. So sometimes you make the right decision. Sometimes you don't. Yeah. How do you know? Yeah. It was funny too, because that's cool. No, it was like the whole thing, carrying all this crazy shit. You know, the craziest shit, like huge statues and shit. I gotta know what they're made out of, stone or something. Swear to God, like the craziest shit. It was a crazy day, you know. But, you know, fuck. That would have been bad if he went, because we're quite close, you know. Yeah, nobody wanted even to talk to him, like my friends that were there. And I look back and I think those guys were idiots. They were not good friends. They don't. Because what happened to him wasn't his fault. You know, it wasn't his fault. It wasn't like they were saying that he was probably part of it, but he wasn't part of it. You know what I mean? So I was just like, hey, take care of your word. You're not part of it. You know.
Yeah. You know, and I think that's why, you know, you develop really good relationships, close friendships with people. And there will be those moments, you know, when you have that opportunity to really connect with someone, you know, to be the real friend, right? And, you know, that's what's, I think to me, that's more important than anything else. Right? Being there for your friends, people that have really want to be honest with you and open, you know, and they accept you for who they are, right? And man, Ronin, I fucking respect you, man. Shit.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'm glad I did that one. Fucking glad I did that one. Because I didn't want to. I didn't fucking want to. One slip, broken hand, broken arm, broken foot, you know, broken back, you know. Fucking sketchy, man. It was really bad because they had guardrails. So you had to carry this fucking thing up way high while you're going down. This is like this huge refrigerator, like sideways, like up, like, the railing of the stairs. So like 1.5 meters, 2 meters, like 1.5 meters in the air. You had to hold it up there while you're going downhill by yourself with this fucking massive refrigerator. Yeah. And then somehow get to the bottom and somehow away from it and somehow get it down. And then the next flight, right? It was like 4 flights. Yeah. So each time you got halfway. Did you like make it fall down like a Lego? Like No, we carried it. We didn't scratch it or anything. No, we fucking brought it down like professional movers. Everything. We got everything in the truck. Yeah. We didn't have any fucking extra cloth or the special. Yeah. No. It was just hardcore fucking. I was in really best shape at that time, so it was like perfect that I was able to do it. So yeah, fucking people, Yeah, I think you just do your best and you get a sense for people, and just do your best. At the end of the day, on that one. I think society's full of shit. You guys already know that. But I mean, on every issue, like especially this one, they'll always give you the same advice. Same advice. And it's not. That's not how life is. You got to feel it. You got to feel each moment. The fuck's really going on here? What the fuck is really going on? You know what I mean? And just make your best move.
Fucking made it.
Yeah. And we all made it too. You know what I mean? You go through hard times and shit. You know what I mean? Divorce or whatever. What's that?
That's why pickup's easy. Cold approach. That's we talk about anything here. Yeah. Anything and everything. Every thought, every topic, any way to think about something,
It's kind of connected.
we fucking do it.
Sex
It's
and
all
death.
fucking connected.
Kind of connected.
Yeah.
I can see why it kind of went.
Right. It's ingrained in I don't know,
Something deep.
yeah, the
It's
caveman.
something really deep.
Right. Survival, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We done with this one?
Here.
Everybody's good? Okay.
So I've had a few girlfriends that have said that they and
try not to say that word.
Oh, okay.
sorry. But essentially there's a couple of things that I want to say. The rope. It's kind of like, even if it could be a bit your fault, it's not all your fault, and you don't want to be, at least for me, I didn't want to take all the responsibility, so I kind of went through stages where, there's professionals you can bring in to help the situation, like an ambulance. There's her friends was the next level, her family. But you're not alone if someone's trying to pin that on you.
I fucking think you are. I totally disagree.
Okay.
I think you go through life and you experience these things and you just head on. Don't pawn it off on some professional. You're right there. You know the guy. Trust yourself. Go in there, do what you can do.
Oh, maybe
And then, and just go in there and do what you can do. And just say, hey, I'm a good man. I'm going to do my best on this one. Because the other guys, they don't care. They can't get the guy to, you're the only guy that could touch him or whatever.
You're the only one that
Yeah.
they see. You're like the last. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah,
You're like,
I think same with police. Like, I don't like police.
literally.
We should do our own police.
Right.
We should do our own military. Men are ready for this shit. Yeah. We are up for military service of our neighborhood protection.
Yeah.
Right? Our friends. You know what I mean?
Look at South Korea.
Yeah. Someone comes in and wants to fight. I was telling you the other day. Someone to beat you up. I'm joining in.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well,
You do it yourself. Fuck bringing these people. They don't give a shit. And they never, ever can face the reality. See, the thing is, here's the thing. Here's the problem with these guys. Is that 90% of 99 whatever, people can't face life. If you can face life, and that might be the problem, you got to face life. When you face life, you'll realize you're the only one that can do it in that situation. You are the person. Don't pawn it off. It's just you and them. You bring in, people try to buy presents for their kids, right? And they're presents and they're going to make the kids happy. It's the kid wants you, your attention. You go in. All this other stuff. You don't need any of this other stuff. You don't need police. You don't need military. You don't need the toys. You are enough. Just you go in. And you make it happen. And everything else is fake. And everybody's so afraid of facing life. That's why they bring these people in. Because they're scared of the reality of everything. And then everybody gives this general advice. And the general advice is a way to pawn it off. You know what I mean? And we pick up these things, you know. I'm not targeting you. We pick up these things from books and people. But I really think
There's no script.
there's only you, man. You're the only fucking one that can make life happen for you.
But I think
You know?
these people in
Yeah.
my life were using it as a way to keep me there. That they were threatening to do it if I left.
Right.
So it's kind of like, you know, it's different.
Like
if a
we
guy,
were talking about. Yeah.
If a guy comes, reaches. I think guy rope and girl rope is quite different. They say it at different times.
No, but I mean, like I said the same thing to the girl. It's like, hey, I don't recommend it,
Yeah.
but I'm not part of this game, right? So yeah, I mean, I could have called a professional, but in that case with the girl, I think she was totally just trying to keep me. She was 29, which at the time in Japan was quite old. You know, back in 1991, that was old. She was past her date. I was her only chance to get married, make her parents happy, and then I was walking away. No Japanese guy would have married her because she was over 26. You know, and also she was a little pudgy. She wasn't fat or anything, but she wasn't what the way Japanese were then. They were all so muscular and slick, you know. And so she was just trying to use me. So I think whether it is girls or guys, think about this and feel it later. Just think about it. Am I the man? Is it, like in a way, nothing else is real in your life. There's other people, there's other things. But in your life, there really is only you. You are the only guy who can either do good or bad. That's it. You and your decisions. There really is nothing else. So you make a decision. Hey, I'm going to fucking go pick up girls. These other guys, they're just always kind of not taking it seriously. They're not, I'll use an app or something like, you know, I'm going to do this. It's like my friend come with me. No, I'm going to go just talk to this fucking girl. What can happen? Like, you know what I mean? I'm going to go interview for a job. I'm going to go save my friend. You know, I'm going to go whatever the fuck. I'm just going to fuck. There is nothing else. You know, go do it. You are ready to do it. I'm not saying like, if somebody robs my house, I'm going to call the police. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's a different thing. I'm not saying never use outsiders or anything. But I'm saying the deepest thing here is that men are not connected to themselves. And they don't believe in their own power. They don't see who they are. You feel that. You do that. You are that. Fuck everything else.